Mama.
Mama.
Mom.
Mom.
Mom. Mom.
Mom.
Being a mom is a full-time job,
Some days you wonder if you're even going to keep it together.
but you're not alone.
Because we've got your back.
We're single moms talking about parenting, divorce, dating.
And everything else in between.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Jesenia.
This is Splitting Upward.
Hello, hello.
We are back with another exciting episode of
Splitting Upward. Hi, I'm Jesenia.
I'm Julie, and we are so looking forward to sharing not only our journey into motherhood and single motherhood,
Yes.
but other fabulous people's journeys into motherhood as well.
Yes.
We have a great guest coming up for you later who started a website.
Yeah.
Yeah, fountainof30.com. We're going to hear more about that.
Yes.
We're going to hear your questions later. We're going to astound you with our knowledge.
Yes, our knowledge. We know everything.
Oh.
Everything that there is to know about
Everything.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why you're here.
How you doing, Julie?
You know, I'm doing okay, but so all right, I'm lying. I'm just lying because I'm not doing
What
okay.
is the matter?
I'm actually really frustrated right now, and I'm gonna
happened?
share this. So
Who do I need to beat up?
the people at the car dealership. This is a thing
Oh
that
my
women,
gosh.
I think, suffer through on a regular basis, right? Because I'm not a mechanic. So when you tell me my gasket, crack, valve, cover, lube, something
Engine
or other,
thingy.
I just get turned on. I don't know what you mean. I just like it.
I think those things exist because you're saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yes, there's a belt in my car.
Yeah, sure.
Did I leave it when I changed?
A steering
No,
belt?
I
don't know.
No, seriously.
I don't know how cars work.
my car had to go in for its annual checkup like I do. You know, you got to take the
Yeah.
dipstick and the whole bit and the
Once
whatever.
a year for that pap.
I always worry that they're taking advantage of me.
Really? Why?
How do I know if they're not? Because
Because
I
they're
don't
giving you
know.
information you have no idea.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
it
hear you.
just so it always just so I just came in kind of frustrated because you're kind of like, all right, well, so if you're telling me I'm going to need that for my car, then okay.
Yeah.
Am I going to say no and then wonder every time I get in the car that I'm going to die? So I just feel like it's less,
I feel like they
less
do like
information.
They do live, especially if you know. I mean, you know what you should do? You should like Google car words and car things, and go in there and say, "Yeah, I got a flip top in my gasket and my,
my dipstick.
I got a dip." Just Google
Right.
it. No,
Well-
go in there sounding like you know what you're talking about, so that way they don't take advantage.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because it made me. There was an article that I found that I literally was screaming at the monitor when I was reading this thing.
Yeah.
Someone who decided that, oh, I'm really good at this, which means I could be really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
And so what she's really good at, she's a dog trainer, right? She's
Yeah.
a person who trains dogs, which is not necessarily an easy thing to do.
Right.
But she seems to think, this animal trainer, that's how you could raise your children too, using the same concepts that you use in dog training and administering them to your children.
Does it work?
Oh, no.
How do we know this does not work, though?
Don't even.
How do we know this does not work?
So she claims it does. She claims that's how she raised her kid. Now, I don't know. Do you have dogs?
I used to.
What?
He died.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ay, Chipo Alejandro.
Ay,
That was his name.
pobrecito.
Ay,
What kind of
papi.
dog?
It was a little Chihuahua.
Ay, they're so cute.
I know.
We have a Chihuahua in the family. Hi, Naya. She's listening. She listens every week. She's faithful. Maybe she.
He was terrible. He used to sing with me, which was cool.
Oh my God. All right, I need
Yeah.
video of that. But so this woman, so a lot of times when you're training a dog, you use a clicker, So,
Yes. I've seen the dog whisperer guy.
Right. So Cesar.
Cesar.
So, and the dog sits, and the dog lays down. Could you imagine
Doing that to
training
a
your child to respond to a clicker?
I don't know if that's brilliant or absolutely terrible.
I find it horrendous.
I only,
disgusting.
I always think of like when you're dealing with your kids, right? For me, I think, how will this affect them in the future? I have to, whatever I do now is going to affect them in some way, in the future, whether it be tomorrow or whether it be 20 years from now, you never know. So I'm wondering how the clicks will work on this person. Like, will they like trigger something, or I don't know.
I'm thinking, what happens if they get in the car and then the blinker starts going?
Right? Something.
Are they going to run? Are they going to sit? Are they going to stay? Are they start panting, barking? Like, what's going to...
Right.
I think it's
I don't know.
disturbing. Your
How old are
child
her
is
kids?
a human.
How old
So
are the
she did
kids?
this with her 3-year-old. She taught him to sit and stay.
And how old is her kid now?
So this is
he's
a
still
new...
little.
Yeah. This was an
So she
article that
doesn't
just
know.
came out.
She
So
doesn't
she
know
doesn't
if
know
this
what
works
the
or not.
lasting effects might
All
be.
right, she's trying it
She just
out.
knows that she could scare the boy or bribe the boy,
Yeah.
click the boy into sitting,
Yeah.
and then what are you going to do? Throw a biscuit at him? No, I'm sorry. Just get involved. Look, is there
Talk
a funny
to him. Tell
is
him
there
why.
a funny picture of my oldest
Yeah.
in the dog kennel?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Have I made jokes before about wouldn't it be so nice
Putting 'em in the-
if we could just put them in the kennel and close that so that we didn't have to worry about them touching the stove or getting their finger slammed in the door or drinking the bleach or whatever. Yes.
Oh my God, my son did all of those.
You would never, but clearly because you didn't treat him like a dog.
No, it was just a free for all in my house now. No. What I would do, I would tell him, I would say, listen, you cannot do this, and here's why. So funny, the best story I have is I was ironing. And I had to use the bathroom. I had to go to pee-pee.
Yeah.
So my son's walking around. He was about 3 years old. And I tell him, I'm like, do I put the iron away? Like, what do I do? So I said, you know what? Don't touch the iron. And so I made believe like I touched it. And I went, ouch, hot, right? So he's looking at me like he understood. And I said, don't touch. All right, so I went to the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom, and he runs into the bathroom with his hand like, ow! He tells me, and I'm like, you touched the iron, didn't you? He just touched it like a little bit with his finger. I guess that's what kids do. They're curious. If you tell them not to do something, what are they going to do?
And that's how they learn.
And that's how they learn. And I said, now you know. And so this day, whenever he sees an iron on, he clears the area, He's like, whoa, there's an iron on.
Right. So he traumatized.
Totally traumatized by the iron.
So I think he would be traumatized by the clicking. I'm just saying, lady, stick to dogs. Stop trying to animal train children because they're not animals. All right? They might behave like them occasionally, but that's not how we parent.
She probably needs therapy. That's probably what she needs.
She needs a hug, I think. I think she needs a hug.
She thinks that people, and it's just like those people who say, oh, yeah, I want to, either I'm going to have a baby or I'm going to get a dog, And it's like, yeah, don't do the baby thing then, Get the dog.
That was pretty much right at the end of my marriage.
Yeah.
When we were driving somewhere and I said to my husband, stick with us. My husband, should we have it? We had 2.
Yeah.
Should we have another baby or should we get a dog? I swear he did not blink when he said baby. Because then you take care of it. If we had a dog, I'd have to walk it.
Dog. Oh, no. Because then you wouldn't have your little one.
No, and my little one is.
And he's delicious.
He is delicious.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so that was one of those like, oh, let me write that one down.
Well,
I'm not
parenting
gonna forget that one.
Parenting can be very hard, man. You never know if you're making the right decisions, and it's like, another thing that you go through when you're parenting is like, especially when you're single. When you're a single parent, you're dating, right? You're dating. You're out
Some
there.
of us. I'm swiping. I'm not dating. I'm just
You got the
swiping.
boyfriend. You're with him for a while. He's wonderful, and everything is coming up roses, And then that's it. He breaks your heart.
Because he
you
was a
break
bastard
up.
all along.
Yeah, he was a bastard all along. He was like, he was like undercover bastard.
Oh,
He's an undercover bastard.
I'm going to write that one for you.
And now you're going through this horrible, horrible heartache, because I have been there myself. I have been brokenhearted. And you're doing it in front of your kids,
Right.
You're doing it in front of kids. Or maybe it's not a boyfriend. Maybe it's literally right from your divorce. And you're doing it in front of your kids, and you're trying to hide this from your kids, or you're not telling your kids why you're crying. And it's a thing. It's a thing, and it's very hard to go through. And I would say just be honest with your kid.
Yeah.
If you're sad about something, then tell them that you're sad about this thing. Because a lot of the times kids, they're selfish. It's all about them. It's like, what am I going to do today? What do I want to eat?
What are you making me for lunch?
Yeah. What are you going to do for me?
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. But yeah, that's what they do. They're only thinking about themselves. So when they see you crying, they think, oh no, what did I do to make mom cry, to make dad cry, And so you have to be honest. You don't have to give them all the information because that's a lot. Kids don't need all that. But you have to tell them, all this, this person made me sad or whatever it is. And so they can understand that. And from that, I feel they will learn from you. They will learn that things happen in life that are going to make you cry. You know what I mean? There are things that are going to break you down.
And I think it's so valuable for kids to see the full range of emotions.
Yes.
And I think
you don't have to be perfect all the time.
Right.
You don't have to look perfect. You can be this imperfect person and still be there for them and still be a mom and still be a good person. So, a lot of the times parents try to just kind of shun this, from their kids. Oh, I don't want them to see me crying. I don't want them to see me upset. I've heard it from so many
we've all
parents.
said it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and not till I was adult did I know that my mom, till I was an adult, that I knew that my mom was crying at night, because she didn't know if she could pay the rent and get things going for her. She had 2 kids and she was doing it on her own. And it almost felt, I felt at the time, I said, Mom, why didn't you just tell me, and we could talk about it. And she didn't want to.
Right. We don't want to burden our children.
Yeah.
But when we're hurting,
yeah,
it's hard to.
But you learn from that. If you're going through financial issues or if you're going through a heartbreak or something like that, you tell your kid, because I feel that if they see you going through something, they know. Kids know you. Kids know you.
They know. What's up, Mom?
They'll learn from it. Oh, she's going through a financial issue. Well, they're going to watch you go through all of this, and how you handle this.
Right.
What moves you make. And every single time, my mom always made the right moves. We always had dinner on the table. We always had clothes on our backs. We always had everything. And that's why we always say, oh, she was a phenomenal mom, because we never saw her sweat or anything, you know. But I know that she sweat. You know?
But so do you think that her covering up those emotions had an impact on you in a negative way?
Well, I think that it prevented us from knowing that all that was okay to go through. You know what I mean? Right. And so for a while, I felt embarrassed that I would be going through things as a single mom, And in all reality, as I got to know myself more and became comfortable with myself, just like our friend said, you're just more honest, you're just more honest with you. So I had to learn that lesson on my own, but it's definitely something that I wish that she would have. I mean, we all had an idea, because she was one income. Me and my brother kind of knew not to ask her for much,
right?
Yeah, no,
and
and that's what we learned from having a single mom who, we had a lot of things, but we didn't have everything, because we didn't ask.
Yeah.
So
and again, the kids can sense it. So I think being honest, or at least saying, yeah, you know what, I'm sad right now, but I'll be okay, and thank you, and let's go have an ice cream. That might make us both feel better.
Yeah, especially if they're asking, especially if they're like, what's wrong, and you're like, nothing, go to your room.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's not the way to do it.
They're going to think it's their fault.
And this is why we do this show, though.
Yes.
Come here. We're here for you.
We have all the advice because we know everything. No.
That's right. We covered that at the top of the show.
Look, we're figuring everything out just like you are. Our kids are still fairly young. They're still not, official adults where they're on their own or whatever. And we're still trying to make the right moves. So
absolutely. We have something really fantastic. Well, someone really fantastic who's going to tell us about lots of really fantastic things.
Yes, our lovely guest,
Lauren Dimet Waters. I thought we were going to do it in sync.
Oh, let's do it again. Lauren Dimet Waters.
Lauren is the co-founder, editor-in-chief of the lifestyle and beauty blog Fountain of 30, which I'm so curious because obviously we hear about Fountain of Youth.
Yes.
And so you call your organization is called Fountain of 30. So where did that come from?
Well, we came up with the name because 30 is that age, if you ask me, that I would bottle and save because you're not stupid anymore. You're not in your teens. You're not in
I love it.
20s.
Yeah.
I like
And so I think that we said like the fountain of 30 because like the fountain of youth is just that's too much pressure.
That is.
Just pressure.
That's
So
like 16.
Exactly. I could bottle myself at 30. I would be happy. So
you know what?
That's where we came up with that.
You have a wonderful point there because it's true. In my 30s, my skin was looking right. My hair was looking right. My weight was right. I was right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, you feel
I got
good.
divorced in my 30s.
So me too. Right here.
Yay.
Hi.
For some of us, our 30s were really good.
Yeah, totally.
No, but it's one of the things that we're a new show, and part of what we talk about, a lot of what we talk about, is the journey into single motherhood after divorce, relationship ends, and that kind of thing. And so what I notice a lot, and I did with myself, was having to rediscover myself and figure out what was right for me. And I loved, when I was looking at your website, there were tons of topics and articles and food, which, by the way, I have to go back because some of those recipes, they look delicious. And I was like, how did you make that into something healthy that's not going to, balloon me? But so I love that you have a lot of different content. So tell listeners, because, fountainof30.com, tell listeners how, you cull all of the information there and what kind of stuff they can find there.
Well, we like to say that we're growing younger. That's sort of like our hashtag. And so to us, it's not just about what you wear and the makeup that you put on your face, because, that's part of looking younger. But it's also, it's lifestyle. It's how we eat.
Yes.
It's how we think,
Yes.
how we work out. It's a whole lifestyle. It's a whole sort of commitment to self-care and caring about yourself. And I know that self-care is a term that is so overused right now, but
I don't think you can use it enough.
Well, yeah, and that's really what I'm trying to say is that, it's about time that we start to love ourselves and care for ourselves and put ourselves, on equal footing to those that we love and not just behind them and put ourselves down on the list. We have to be there for other people. You have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and not just talk about it, but be about it and actually do it. Put yourself first. Now, how would you suggest are ways that we can do that? You know what I mean? Like, is it like getting your nails done or...
Sure, that's part of it.
Your nails are on point, by the way.
Thanks.
No, I think it's about, in any way, shape, or form, whether you're trying to, not age as quickly or feel you're entering a new phase of your life, you need to feel good about yourself. So if a manicure is going to be that time that you take for yourself, if it's a massage, I've gotten into meditation. I find meditating, believe it or not, has really grounded me. It's centered me. And quite frankly, it's given me more time because I take that time for myself. And it actually helps me evaluate and reevaluate what's important. And it turns out I free up more time when I meditate, and I'm more scattered and running around like a chicken with my head cut off when I don't.
And that's so interesting too, because I like the idea of meditating, but the voice in my head keeps saying, but you don't have any time. So maybe I need to look.
I prioritize that because I find that the benefits of actually meditating have far outweighed the time commitment. So
Meditating is one of those things that, I've spoken about it with a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds. And for some reason, always with people who come from like a religious background, they see it as something that's supposed to like allow demons into their lives or something. And it's like, no, that's not literally. I say it in that tone because they're like, oh, that's like some kind of devil worshiping thing, isn't it? And it's like, no, it's literally time with you, with spending with you. And so you hit a very, very good point there, because I feel like youth is found from within more so than, more so than what you look like.
You've got it.
Yeah.
It's attitude. It's a mindset, and it's super important. You nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Right.
You know the secret. It's the secret sauce right there.
That's the secret sauce. My mother has it. It. She doesn't wear makeup. She doesn't dress up. But nobody believes that she's in her 60s.
That's amazing.
I'm not going to say exactly how old she is, but she doesn't care. She's 67 and she looks like she's 57. You know what I mean? Maybe even younger. She looks awesome.
That's awesome.
And it's all from it's all from inside.
It is, and that's all we can ask for. I mean, I'm not going to fool anybody that I'm in my early 30s, okay? And I'm not looking to, and
Right.
that's not really what we're about. We're about you feeling and looking the best that you can and feeling good about yourself when you walk into a room. A lot of women, when they reach middle age, they start to hunch forward. You can see they don't feel as confident about themselves. And, I'm just asking women to take back that, that control and that power.
Yes.
And to just feel, good about yourself. And, I find that right now, we're talking about like ageism to me is the new anti-diversity, and
Yes.
seeing so much ageism now. And it's such a problem because I don't feel my age and sorry.
Yep, me
You
too.
know,
I forget how old
and-
I am
Yeah,
until it's my
I'd
birthday.
say
So do
same.
I.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do I. I've got people ask me my age, and I'm like, I tell them the wrong age, and it's not on purpose.
Right.
It's literally
Right, because you don't know.
remember.
Like, I'm
Yeah, totally.
26. Duh.
Like I'm
No.
12.
I'm 17 because I act.
Yeah,
right.
totally. Like, catch me on a date. Catch me, whatever day
Yeah.
I'm a different age.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, it's so true. And, okay, so meditation. Meditation is one of
Yeah.
those things. You focus, you zone into yourself, you listen to yourself, you listen to your environment. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Now, do you have like an article or something on your site that can explain to people who think it's about devil worshiping? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Not in that respect. I'm going to do a post now that you mention it
There you
on
go.
meditation.
awesome.
I have not. It's something that I personally, I've been doing this anti-aging and talking about fashion and style and beauty and whatnot for,
Yeah.
I hate to say, almost 15 years. And I just discovered meditation about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. I was in chronic pain. I was going through a lot. And I started to get into it for that reason because it actually helped me with my pain.
Wow.
And I just found it gave me so much more.
Yes.
And the benefits have just been miraculous. So it sort of changed the way I think, too. So, I probably used to be a little bit, I hate to say judgmental, but I probably was. And, that there were like rules, like, when you're over 40, you should wear this and
Right.
you shouldn't wear that. And this is what you should do with your makeup and this, that, and the other thing. And now I'm like,
Screw
you know
it.
what? whatever makes you feel good is the right.
Absolutely. Which is what's great because your website has a lot of resources. And so, one of the things that was up there that I saw was like ways to look slimmer. And so it gave, different little suggestions on different cuts to wear and what you shouldn't wear. And one of those was do not use a crossbody bag, which even though it's actually probably better
Oh my
for your
God.
posture,
Look,
it
I just
cuts
learned
you
that.
and makes you look,
Girl, I have been doing crossbody, and I'm going to yell at my best friend right now because she didn't tell me how I looked until I saw myself in a picture. Okay?
Yep.
And I was like, what the hell? How come nobody told me I look 6 months pregnant?
So thank you for that. I will now. I came here today
Well,
with my crossbody on my shoulder.
Shoulder bag.
I love my crossbody, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I just carry it on my shoulder. It's going to cut your body in half.
Yes.
And it's just not, so we try to give women tips. And it's not like we're saying you can't do this, but here's how to do it a little better, or so that you might feel more confident in your own skin. And that's
Right.
really what it's all about.
That's what it's all
so
about. You're right.
It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You have to project, I think, what you want people to feel about you. And if you
Yeah.
want to be confident, you have to project confidence.
Yes.
And even though you may not feel it inside, it's something that you just need to walk into a room and own it.
Yeah.
That's
we do live in a society that, beauty is, like Kim Kardashian and,
Heidi Klum and
yeah,
all of them.
and like
yeah.
all these. Well, Heidi Klum, she's older now, so
That's
she on our
true.
level. No, but I mean, like, it's all about visual and like makeup and looking like super glammed out and all these things, and it's like it makes the regular woman almost feel like, wait a minute. How about me? Am I not beautiful anymore? Nobody gave me that memo. Right?
You are. And you are. And, I think every woman in middle age has to look at them and know that this is fake. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But
We do. We do.
nothing real. You know that they're airbrushed. You know that every picture they put up on Instagram has been, worked on for within an inch of
Yep.
its life.
Yep.
So, and that's really something that hopefully women are smart enough that, they're making us feel bad, but don't let them. And it's not real. It's not real. They are projecting what they want you to believe, and they don't really look like that. They don't.
All right, I have a style question for you. As somebody on Facebook posted a question today to a group of us, and her issue is that she doesn't actually think she has a sense of style, and so she almost was hoping for sort of an underoos for grown-ups. So if you were to do which is it's not a bad idea.
No.
Like if you could just order the 5 staples of your closet that you need, so what would that be? Like if someone was coming into, like had just landed here from Jupiter and needed the basic wardrobe that you could take up, down, out, in, what would some of those pieces be?
I'm going to tell you, I think you have to have a sexy little black dress that you feel like $1 million in.
Need one.
I'm making the list.
Yep.
LBD.
Totally. You never know when you're going to need it, and trust me, you will wear it. But make sure you feel good in it. And if your weight's changed or something has changed, go get a new one.
Now,
do not let an old little black dress sit in your closet that you don't want. You have to know that you reach for it, and you look like $1 million when you put that.
Can it be a pantsuit?
Yeah.
Because I don't wear dresses. I'm not a dress person.
Well, then don't wear a dress. You know what? I don't wear. I'm not gonna lie. I do wear dresses, but I love pants. I mean, I'm in jeans probably 80% of my life at least.
365 days.
Yeah, but it could
a
be
year.
a super cute tailored, black pantsuit.
Oh my God, yes. A cute black outfit that you feel the bomb in.
Yes.
Yes.
Forget it.
You walk into a room and you own it.
Yep.
What else?
That leads me into my other one: jeans. One pair of jeans that make you feel amazing. Like you look thin in them. You feel like you have got it going on when you wear those jeans.
The badonkadonk fits just right.
I'm gonna shout a website out for some jeans for the curvy girls. Go to Torrid, TORRID.com. Go to Torrid. They make the jeans the best there. Curvy girls. Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful clothes. Yep.
Good to know.
Yeah, good to know. Okay, what else?
A little trick of mine for a really great pair of jeans that do not cost a lot of money. I think they make them for curvy girls as well. My secret jeans are Rockstar from Old Navy.
Oh,
interesting.
Those,
got them for
they go on
$30.
sale. Yeah, they go on sale a lot.
I'm gonna check it out.
Those are my favorite under 50 jeans, and then I love Rag & Bone if I'm going to spend money.
I know. See, that's the thing. I can't. It's criminal to me to spend like $200 on a pair of jeans or whatever.
No. The most I'll go is maybe like $60, and then it's like, all right, that's enough.
Okay, then you have to try Old Navy's Rockstar.
I just wrote it down. All right, we got little black dress, jeans.
Okay, you need a pair of black pumps, sexy black pumps. Okay, if you can walk in them. If you can't walk in them,
sexy black flats.
Okay, no, something
Sexy
with a little heel,
flip-flops.
something like even if it's 2 inches, something that makes your foot look sexy.
Okay,
Guys
I
look
could
at
do
shoes;
that.
they love shoes.
That's true.
You should.
I find that you stand
Yes.
sexier in a heel.
I do. I agree.
Than you do in a flat. You know.
I mean, yeah. So we're talking about things that are must-haves that are you need to have in your closet.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm going to tell you is that a great top, whatever it is that shows off your assets. So if the girls are your best thing, make sure, it's a little low cut. Or if, you have something to hide, there's ruching or peplums can be your best friend here, whatever. But a really great top that you can wear with those jeans or maybe with a pair of, black pants, but that top that makes you look so adorable.
All right.
And turns heads. And then the other thing is a mini bag, or as we call, quote unquote, a bar purse, because you're going to need that.
Like a clutch?
Yeah,
something
or
like
clutch. That. You don't want to be carrying an old lady bag. Okay?
No.
All the time.
For real?
I do it all the time. It's like a brick. It weighs at least 30 pounds. My neck.
Well, if you're going to work, it's one thing. This is, I guess,
it's because I always come from work.
Right.
That's my problem. But you're right. I do have the little purses. I do.
Yeah.
I do. But that's true. You do need a little purse when you're going out. I mean,
Because same thing, like the
Yeah.
heels make you stand differently. A little purse actually also makes you
Yes, it
stand
does.
differently.
yeah, it does.
All good advice,
Oh
Lauren.
my gosh, so good. I love it.
I mean, so one of the things that is really lovely about you, I mean, there's many lovely things about you,
Yes.
but, you know, we're a show about single moms, show about motherhood. You're very open about your journey into motherhood. And I commend you for doing that because it wasn't easy for you.
No, I got into this game late. So, you know, I didn't think that thank God my kids are in the other room, but I didn't really think I wanted children until I was probably in my mid 30s. And that was a little late. You know,
Yeah.
I was really focused on my career. And, you know, one day I woke up and I'm like, I think I want kids. Now I have to go find a man.
I was going to ask you, were you married already? No.
No, I was not.
Oh, okay.
Put on the little black dress, the little kitten heel.
and yeah.
And the mini bag.
And the little mini bag.
So a lot of my friends now are getting divorced or remarried.
Yeah.
And you know, I was getting married when they were, you know, starting to get divorced.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
interesting, huh? That
Yeah.
bridal shower must have been fun.
It's really fun because now I've got little kids, and many of my friends have kids going off to college.
Wow. Yeah.
No, and it's
That
true because you have
happens.
to balance, right? So you also are probably creating new friendships with women that are much younger.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
I am,
but-
and there's a lot of pressure there.
Yeah.
You know, because people assume I'm younger than I am.
Yeah.
which is great in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but you know, I am the oldest mom, and then they'll say something like, "Oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to be 45 next week," and I'm like, you know.
Been there, done that.
And I don't say it, but I'm like, you know, or they'll say something like, "Oh my God, I'm going to be 40. It's so old," and I look at them, I'm like, "Oh, shut up."
Yeah, right?
STFU, thank you.
Exactly. You know, I'm like, really?
Yep.
So, you know, you have to know your audience.
Yeah.
They don't. So, but it's okay. You know, I'm used to being the oldest mom in the group, but you know, nobody seems to know or care, and I don't either. So,
So you found your man, right?
yeah.
And then
Pardon?
and
Yes, I found
you
my
found
man.
your man.
Yeah.
And then you said, "All right, we're ready to have babies." Now,
And they
what was
couldn't
that?
come as
What was
fast
that
as I thought
journey?
they would.
I'm sorry.
They did not come as fast as I thought they would.
Okay.
Or at all. And so then we had to go through the whole in vitro IVF journey.
Yeah.
And yeah, because, you know, I might have been ready late, but the problem is you can look as young as you can fool everybody, but Mother Nature
Yeah.
still knows, you know, what's going on inside your body.
Your
So,
ovaries know what's up.
I know.
Ovaries, you're not fooling.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we were with that. So that's what happened.
How old were
So
you when that was happening?
Pardon me?
How old were you when that was when you were trying to have your children and going through in vitro and all that?
40.
Oh, you
40.
were 40. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
amazing. And you have 2 kids now.
I have 2 children.
And you
Yes,
managed
I
to
do. I have
meditate.
boys.
I kind of hate you, just a little bit.
Why? Why?
Awesome.
Because I have 3. I can't figure out how to meditate. I need to go to your website to learn how to dress better.
All I wanna do is sleep.
No, I love you. And you're in the city. You're in the
too.
city. So we're in New York City. So we're gonna go out. We're gonna go have some wine
Oh, for
together.
sure.
Yeah, right?
For absolutely. Thank you so much for your tips and Fountain of 30, and that's 30, fountainof30.com. You can learn
Correct.
more about Lauren. You can learn more about tips for looking better and dressing not your age, dressing for fabulous regardless of your
Yeah,
age.
just dress for you,
Yeah.
for yourself. What makes you look good?
And the recipes, because I had to
What
go
makes
back
you
and
feel good?
there was like a chicken stuffed something or other that looked so good.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the
that's really good.
recipes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really
No, it looked it, and I'm like starving right now. So, Lauren,
Oh, okay. Cheers, everyone.
cheers.
Cheers
Thank
to
you
you.
so much.
So good having you here. Listen to questions. Listen to questions. There we go.
I was doing a little dance. The listen to question dance. This is when we hear from you and judge you. No, this is when we hear from you and help you. We're not judging. Well, come on, we're all in this together. You are not alone. This is a community of
You
single
are
moms,
not
maybe single
alone.
dads. Oh, listen to that one. That's a good
I
one.
am here with you. We are here with you.
We're here.
Though you're far away, we got listener questions today.
I'm gonna cry.
All right.
We do have some listener questions. We're gonna hit
do.
our first one.
Our first one is from Anonymous.
Hi, Anonymous.
Anonymous.
So many questions.
Okay, Anonymous says, my only child is about to start school for the first time. How do I prepare for this?
Wine. Lots of wine.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I did to prepare my son for school. First of all, you go online and you're going to find it's kindergarten, most likely, right?
Yeah.
You go online. They have everything that a kindergartner is supposed to know before starting school.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
they have everything on there. They have from shapes. They're supposed to be able to trace. They're supposed to know numbers.
Wow.
Yeah, all these things. So what I did was I went to Barnes & Noble and I bought some workbooks, which at that age, it's so fun.
They are fun.
Because it's all about coloring and cutting. They have to know how to use the safety scissors, the kids' scissors.
They have to know how to sniff glue.
No sniffing the glue.
Sorry, that
they
was
could
first
probably
grade.
eat that glue
That's
these
first grade.
days. I don't even think it's toxic
we used
anymore.
to eat it back then. That was the best.
But yeah, I used to get him the
Explains a lot.
workbooks, and let me tell you, I did that all up until he was about, I think until like 5th or 6th grade. Every summer, it would be like the last 2 weeks of summer, I would buy him his little workbooks, and it would just kind of give him like a refresher. So that way, because I would always tell him, oh, your brain gets lazy in the summertime
Right.
because you're not
And it's
learning
true.
anything,
It's
you
true.
know? And so just to prepare him, and that's what you do. You just make it fun, and it's going to, on the first day, he's going to look forward, or she will look forward to going to school, will look forward to doing all these things with a bunch of kids, and try to make it seem like it's going to be a fun experience.
Right.
Because, oh my gosh, how many times do you go first day of school? I don't know.
Oh, and it's
Do you
misery.
remember?
Yeah, well, so I was going to, for me, I was going to say counterintuitive to what we were talking about before the break, about sharing emotions with your kids. This is one of those I will never forget when I dropped my oldest off at preschool for the first time. I took myself to the grocery store that was like around the corner, and I just sobbed up and down the aisles because I left my baby. And this was preschool.
Yeah.
It was so hard for me. So yes, prep your kid and prep yourself. It's gonna be hard.
Oh,
But
it's gonna
they're
be hard no
be
matter how
fine.
much prep you have.
They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be happy. They're gonna be well cared for. So you have to just steel yourself to be prepared.
Yeah.
And to make a plan to do something fun for yourself, or gather with some of the other parents so that you can go out and have a coffee and commiserate.
Yes, 100%. And if you have like a preschool available around you, you could start them off with that, even if it's like a half a day situation. But something that makes them used to being with other kids and being away from you.
Socializing, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because if not, your first day of school is going to be pretty shitty.
Yeah,
it's
that
going to be
separation
terrible.
anxiety is whack.
I saw so many kids crying at the top of their lungs.
Yep.
They didn't want to go, no! Oh my gosh, imagine that. So
I think
yeah.
we're saying you can't prepare. Just good luck.
no,
No,
you
that's not what
can.
we're
There's so
saying.
many
You
things
can.
you can
There's
do.
a lot.
So many things. So
All
there
right.
you go, Anani.
Good luck. Let us know how it goes. Here, guess what? Anani wrote another question. It's another one from Anonymous, who says, when I was growing up, dinner was family time. Now I have 3 teens. Yeah, I know what that's like. 3 different schedules, too much homework. There isn't any night when we can all have dinner together. My husband and I have sort of given up and let our kids eat whenever, wherever. Do you think that's bad? Well, do I? No. I think it's sad. I think it's unfortunate. I think because for us, you know, even though we're 2 different households, dinner's a big deal for us. So we always try very hard to sit down, even if it's for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We try to have dinner together every night. Maybe it doesn't work, but so I think you need to come up with some sort of maybe it's family breakfast, right? Maybe it isn't dinner. Maybe you guys gather in the morning, get up a little bit earlier. I know that's crazy to say with teens. 'Cause
Force
they
them.
can't do it. But figure
Take away
out
their phones.
maybe you guys all commit to Sunday brunch. You know,
Yeah.
something like that. Find a place where you all absolutely 100% commit to a meal together, because there is something about breaking bread with someone.
Yes.
You know, and family especially. You know, everybody's digging in, pass the salt, pass the this, pass the whatever.
It's the best way to get to know your kids. It's the best way for your kids to get to know you. A lot of the times kids grow up and they don't know their parents. They don't know that their parents are like funny or interesting or smart. You know what I mean? And it's most of the time because they're not sitting down and they're having conversations,
Right.
full-on conversations about other things other than, what's on TV right now,
Yeah, and that's a skill too, actually being able to sit at a
Yes.
table and eat food and converse, right? Instead of
Yes.
being on your phone. Like no phones at the table. Like we don't do that game.
Yeah, don't do it.
So I think, again, is it bad? No.
If it feels bad for you,
right. There it
Right?
is.
Then
There
it's
it is.
bad.
Clearly you're asking because you miss it and you're sad about it.
Yes.
So see what you can to find, if not, try for one meal, and then you'll probably all love it and you'll want to do more.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Well, you hate it and you go back to the old routine. All right, we have another anonymous question.
Amazing.
Just tell us your names. It's okay.
Yeah, we're
All right,
here.
here we go. My son is 5, and I have another baby boy on the way.
Congrats.
Ooh, 2 boys. It will be his step brother.
Oh.
Okay. He's already getting jealous. How can I prevent him from feeling this way, knowing I'll have to devote more of my time to the new son when he arrives? Ooh, you have 2. I
3.
only have 1. Right, you have 3. Hello. I need to learn things. I only have 1.
Yeah.
So I don't really know this. This is not my ground.
So, and 5, so mine are all 3 years apart. So 5, your son's old enough to have a little bit of a clue. You can make it so important for them to be big brother. Right?
yes.
Oh, I am so excited for you because you get to be big brother. You're going to be in charge of the diaper genie, or you're going to be in charge of making sure his passy is clean. You're going to give them
Maybe
a
you
job.
can pick his toys.
Yes. And
Yeah.
that was what, so in here, this was the best advice I was ever given. And I have given it, I don't know how many times
Oh my
over
God, I can't
since.
wait. Give it to us.
The new baby,
Mm-hmm.
right, brings with him, because it's a boy, you said it was a boy, a gift for his big brother. So that when big brother gets to the hospital, there's a big, beautiful gift wrapped up that came from baby brother.
Oh my God, that's
And
gonna
then
work.
they get to open it in the hospital and immediately start off the relationship with brother saying, thank you. I love my Thomas the Tank Engine, because that's
Yeah.
what we did.
That's
First-
literally the best idea ever.
Thank you. It's not mine, but I use it.
It's a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I think that's it. It does so much because they're not smart enough to know that the baby
don't
didn't
know.
really bring it, but
Right.
they think it's amazing.
Yeah. They
And
know
so
that they're
they
going to get a
start
present
out-
when this baby's born.
Right. Well, they don't. It's actually a surprise.
Oh.
So you don't tell them. But when they come to the hospital to visit to meet baby brother
Oh,
for the
that's
first
when you
time,
say, "Hey."
there's baby brother brought you this gift.
Aw, love.
Right? It's the
Aw,
best.
so sweet.
They still actually talk about the gifts that the baby brothers
Oh,
brought
that's
them.
so sweet. I
I
love it. Now I want to
know.
have another baby so I could get a present for my son. Baby brother's going to bring you a present. He'll be like, really, Mom?
Yeah,
You better bring
okay.
me a laptop.
There, ooh, hey now, that's the lottery baby brother
Right?
right there. So thank you so
That's
much
the
for your
show
question.
today.
Good luck. If you want to send us a question, you can hashtag Ask Splitting Upward on Twitter. You can DM us on Instagram. Slide into the DM on Instagram. Find us on Facebook at Splitting Upward. We want to hear all your questions, no matter how crazy, no matter how wild, no matter how interesting.
Yeah.
We'll talk about anything.
If you know any other moms who need to listen to this podcast, you tell them to go to mom.com. You can find us anywhere and everywhere podcasts are available. So,
And Jesenia, if somebody wanted to send you a message, how could they do that?
oh, well, they can. I'm on Facebook at Jesenia Book. I'm going opposite now. I'm on Twitter at Jesenia Tweets. And I am on Instagram at Jesenia Grams.
Otherwise, in other words, that's what I try to say. She's everywhere.
I'm on all the social medias.
Yes.
Except for
Pinterest.
What's the one that the kids do? Snapchat.
Yeah, no.
I tried that and I was like, why? Why?
Yeah, because no.
But if I was, it'd be Jesenia Chats.
There you go.
Or Jesenia Snaps.
And if you want to find me, I'm on Instagram and the Twitter.
Twitties.
At Julie on the... What'd she say?
I
We're
said
just
the
gonna edit
Twitties.
that one out.
The Twitties.
No.
Yeah, okay.
at Julie on the mic. Julie on the MIC. And this...
That's like a rapper name. Like
It is.
Julie on the mic coming up next,
Well-
yo. And thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to let you get back to your mommy duties. Tune in next time. You've been listening to... Splitting Upward.